We're talking about the moving business. Piece of Cake is a New York-based moving company founded in 2018. The company moves people across all 50 states, bringing in more than $100 million in revenue last year. The founder and CEO of Piece of Cake, Voyo Popovic, joins me now. And Voyo, what made you want to start a moving company? Because it's very labor intensive, especially in New York City. It can be very saturated, not a ton of innovation. So what gravitated you towards this line of work and really this service?
True. Thanks for having me, first of all. So I started working in the industry at a very young age, at the age of 21. And after a few years moving in different roles and working in the industry, I figured it was very outdated and it hadn't been modernized to meet today's customer. And I saw there was plenty of room for improvement. And I always wanted to run my own business, and that created kind of a perfect opportunity for me.
So how have you modernized this business?
So it sounds simple, but it's essentially simple, but it's all in execution. So we focus heavily on customer's experience throughout the whole moving journey. So we went to create a Michelin star moving experience, and so we do that by focusing on every touch point a client has with Piece of Cake. So for example, from a moment a client calls, they will be assigned a personal consultant who will be with them throughout their whole moving journey. So a client always has a live person to talk to text to email to. And another thing that we do is, and we call it internally a matchmaking between a crew and a customer, is we try and figure out where in life is that customer. Are they upgrading, downsizing? Are the students moving into their first home, or a family moving out of town? And then we would try and match and kind of pair pace and energy of the crew with the customer to provide the most personalized moving experience.
Yeah, it feels very personalized. And I mentioned how successful your company has been in terms of the revenue growth. $100 million in 2023. That's up from $900,000 in revenue in 2018. What do you credit for that type of rapid success? Is it the marketing? Is it your labor force? What has really driven that for you?
It's definitely a mix of all of that, everything that goes in one company. But number one resource and number one reason we credit that for is definitely our people. So we always we wanted to create a workplace and a moving company that any mover will say, this is the best moving company I've ever worked for. So that was for us, it was number one, that people who represent the brand, that they feel they're part of the brand, they are the brand, and I definitely credit all of our success to our people.
Yeah, and to that point, out of your first 5 employees, 4 are in leadership roles and are in charge of departments now, which is very impressive. Now you also have received no outside funding, just reinvestments into the business, which was surprising to me. What led you to that decision? Would you ever consider sourcing funding down the line?
So we never taken, as you said, we never taken outside funding. We never considered it. I believe in reinvesting in the company with the profits you have, and essentially I believe in keeping customers happy, keeping employees happy, and that will undoubtedly lead to growth and future customer acquisition.
And for other entrepreneurs out there, what lessons can be learned? You had a lot of barriers to entry, right? You came over here at the age of 20, you had no college degree. What would your advice be to those that are starting their own business and maybe feeling discouraged or not sure where to go next?
So the advice, I'm not the one to give advices, but what worked for me is every day you visualize where you want to be, where you want to go, and you put up that vision in front of your mind every single day. And then every decision that you make daily, you put it up that vision and see if it works for that vision or not. And that's how you make decisions. And and stay away from. I always try to stay away from indecision, because any decision is better than indecision.
I like that. Any decision better than no decision. Voyo Popovic, thank you so much. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you for having me.